The numbers told the story. They always do.
It's one of those idiots who believe in analytics.
This is a numbers game with Gil Alexander on VSiN.
Hour number 3 of a numbers game at VSiN, the sports betting network, VSiN.com, Game Plus, iHeartRadio, YouTube TV, and of course, SiriusXM channel 158. I'm laughing because I had a pregnant pause there at the beginning, and I think the crew was like, what just happened there? Did we finally lose him? No, pristine audio and video here in San Francisco. I just forgot what hour it was of the show. It is Gil Alexander in San Francisco. It doesn't matter that I'm not in studio. You know who is with Kelly Bidlin? Bill Krackomberger, unscripted. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Billy,
hey,
good morning,
guys.
How you doing, man?
Good. You're in my heart's in San Francisco. I left my heart and Gil in San Francisco.
That's right. I'll be back. By the way, let me just say this. Our buddy Nifty, while you guys are at dinner, he's so nice to like call me in the middle of dinner just to like make me feel part of it. So shout out to our guy, Nifty. It's very sweet of him. He's such a sweet guy.
Yeah, he's just looking for you to leave tip money. Somehow over the phone.
Venmo it to someone, yeah.
Yeah, he's just looking.
Right.
Yeah, he can't help
That's probably
himself.
what it is.
Yeah.
All right, well,
we ate at Lago last night, which is good, but it ain't Carbone.
Mm-hmm. No.
I'll just tell you.
It's
Carbone. Beautiful. It's actually beautiful, though. It's right on the water there. At the fountains. I say water like it's a Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, we all do. Yeah, it's right on the water.
Yeah. But yeah, so we ate there last night, and and Nifty called you because we've been having these weekly meals, and as a matter of fact, Gil, I'll tell you where I ate on Monday night. Monday night I ate, or Sunday night, might have been Sunday or Monday, one of those 2 nights. I ate at Mother Wolf. Have you eaten there? Have we talked about this?
Absolutely, yes.
Well,
at Fontainebleau, packed.
Yes.
Always packed.
It's so packed. There's more people in Mother Wolf than there is in the casino.
Oh, yeah, not even close.
It's true.
Now, Kelly, do you like that there? Have you been there?
Oh, yeah, I've eaten there, I'm going to guess 4 or 5 times. It's amazing. One of the best, one of my favorite new restaurants.
I did something that's unbelievable. I wrote the waiter's name down, of course. Jonathan. So this waiter named Jonathan, he was so good. He's like, I could do something special for you here. I can go with what I like. And I said, you know what? I looked over the menu. I said, you know what? There's nothing on here I wouldn't like. Mm-hmm. I said, go ahead. Oh, my God. He did such a great job that I'm going. And he picked, like, cheap items. You know, there's 2 of us. I know it sounds like it's expensive, $200, but that's not expensive. This is a $200 per person place, which Carbone, the Mother Wolf, it's like $200 a head. It was $200 for the meal. And we ate like we were going to the electric chair. So, we had so much food. It was unbelievable. And he brought out so many things that are on that. Now, I love the zucchini flowers. I'm so glad he picked that as part of it. So he picked that. He picked the bruschetta, which was unbelievable. It was so good. And the entrees were great. The pasta, he had a short rib pasta. I mean, there was so many things he picked. Then, and I said, listen, no desserts though, because I can't have a lot of sugar at night, especially. And he's like, well, I got to have you try something. He brought out this strawberry. I don't even know what it was. I just had a taste of it, but my buddy had the rest, and he had to bring out these donuts. I said, you can't. I haven't had a donut in 2 years.
Yep.
You can't bring out the donuts.
These fresh made hot donuts, and I just had a taste of it. But I mean, anyway, that restaurant is definitely one of the top restaurants in this town. That chef has an interesting story from California. I think someone came in and liked the food so much. He's like, we got to open up more of these and put up money. And I think there's like 4 or 5 of them around the country, maybe even around the world. It might be international even. So, but the good news is that I know someone over there, and they had a promotion over there, which I played and lost. Wow, someone admitted losing.
Whoa!
I got whacked at video poker there. They have 100-play video poker. Got whacked. So the good news is, next few months, we'll be visiting Mother Wolf at least once every 2 weeks for free.
Oh, there you go. Let's go.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no,
Very nice.
But they had a promotion there where every 20,000 points. It's on their website.
Yeah, I saw it too.
Yeah, every 20,000 points, you get a free bonus of 500 to 2,500. But it's like I said though, it could be very volatile. It could be very swingish. You can get whacked. So I've been doing really good in my life at these kind of promotions. This is the first one I played this year because of this new tax rule. But now I have room to play because you can only write off so much of your losses. So it's going to be a difficult accounting year. Usually I have a ton of tickets from video poker throughout the year. I don't have a single jackpot this year, so it's going to be an interesting year. But I did play that. I usually don't choose to play them because of that reason. But anyway, good restaurant there. Now, Gil, here, let me just tell you something I don't like, and I've never talked about this before. And I don't know how people are going to take it. But here's what I don't like. Two things when I go to dinner. And Gil, this has nothing to do with you. I don't like people.
What a lead it.
Well, listen, because I'm getting a comp or I'm paying. And I don't like people who under order. Don't be under ordering and then want stuff off my plate. Now, I don't mind sharing things, but get yourself a meal. Don't just pick. My mother used to say Italian. Just I want to pick a little bit. Now, here's the worst thing. I don't like people who over order and want to take to-go bags.
Oh, that's so gauche.
On your comp?
I know.
Yeah.
So they just want to over order, and it's like their last meal in their life, and they don't even touch the entree. Now, I'm not saying, trust me, Gil, you haven't been involved in any of these type of dinners.
No,
but
I'm right in the pocket, baby. Right in the middle.
I am not a guy I'm not a to-go person. I hate leftovers. And imagine me saying that growing up my family, the leftover was great. The next day, it's better. And this is what is the rumor out there. I'm just not a fan of putting things in the microwave. I'm not a microwave guy. But I don't like people that over-order. Now, I had dinner recently with a guy that can buy and sell me many, many times over, and I took him a second night only because Gil wasn't here. Gil doesn't even know it. Gil wasn't here, so I had to fill a fourth chair, and he's a really nice guy. I love him to death. Both nights he ordered an entree and took it home. Wow. And better yet, and I'm going to make fun of him. He's going to see this video. He ordered a dessert to go.
Oh, my gosh.
I am going to kill. He ordered.
Wait a minute. I need a clarification. Is he ordering a second entree to go, or it's just his initial entree?
No, he ordered his entree and took it home because he ordered a lot of. We ordered a lot of appetizers.
Well, didn't finish it and took it home.
I had a bite.
A bite. Okay.
A bite.
Yeah, so basically a full.
A bite to make it look good. Yeah.
So let's be honest. He's taking the shot and he just can't eat it. Is basically what's happening.
How can you order a second dessert and take it home? Oh, can you put a slice of pie in the bag?
No, you're right. That part's bad. Can't do that.
Oh boy,
can't do that.
I tell you, the other part for me though, Bill, I don't want to speak for you. The why I don't take many things home from these restaurants is, what are really the odds that I'm going to get out of Motherwolf into the heart of the Fontainebleau Casino, go directly to my car, and go home and get it in the fridge in a manner of time?
Without a doubt.
Right? No, I'm going to sit there. I'm going to end up at the blackjack table. I'm going to end up playing video poker, and then I'm carrying around a bag for 3 hours full of old food.
Yeah. And to be real serious, though, too, I don't like food wasted, so I really don't mind people taking food home. I really don't. You want to take if there's left over there, take it home. But don't order with the intent of taking it home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There is what you're hitting on is there is an etiquette to everything. And when you're on somebody else's comp, how come some people just don't have the ability to think an extra second and say, should I do that when it's on this dude's comp? Or will that look bad? Some people just have no filter on that kind of stuff. They're just like, yeah, free for all. I'm ordering whatever I want. I'm taking it home. It is very gauche. That's
very good. Like Nifty has never taken anything home.
No.
He's thought about taking it, like maybe, and selling it before we leave the door, but he never took it home. So
that's right. There's right. Now, you came in, by the way, you said bruschetta. I will just tell you this for anybody who's in San Francisco. There is a place called Jackson Fillmore in the city. The bruschetta is better than anything else on the menu. Like, I will go there and just take out bruschetta. It's so unbelievably good.
Wow.
But you came into the studio. We can bleed this into the next segment, but you were pretty hot about something that's been going on Twitter.
Yeah, you want to get into a next segment or start it now?
No, let's start. Let's just give us the broad view at this point.
We'll
get into it.
There's a fraud scamster out there that's on all sorts of social media, gets millions of hits, and most people know him. He says he has a baccarat system, and he killed the casinos for baccarat, and he's selling his system. By the way, he's just waiting now. It's been a couple of years. He's selling his system, and he's waiting for the right person to come along. And he said he's going to do it for $50 million. So, $50 million to because the casinos cheat. He's not allowed in the casinos. That's what he says. He's not allowed in casinos for many other reasons. I know many executives, and he's not allowed in because he trashes rooms, talks about places and the places he's in, and he just, he has long history of many different things. But so now his latest scam is he's looking for accounts to bet on. So he put a video out yesterday that got a ton of views, or it was actually Monday, and he said, I'm looking for your accounts, and I know what that's PPH accounts. He wants your private accounts. He said, we're going to win, and I'm paying I'm paying if we lose, but I want your accounts if we win. He's got a lot of followers, a lot of naive people, and he's not doing the betting, of course. I mean, he probably did fall into line with someone that's a sharp group, syndicate group or something, but the way he worded it was, I'll put up all the money. There's no putting up money. He says, I'll pay the money if I lose. Okay, yeah, I'll trust you over the internet and with your history. But yeah, so he's, and kids fall for it. People fall for it. People that are betting with their local bookmaker, they fall for this stuff. And there's many reasons. When we come back from the break, I'll explain why you shouldn't do this.
Hold that thought. It's brutal. They're always making new scamsters. Coming back on a numbers game right here at VSiN.
You're here because you want an edge. That's what separates listeners from winners. But let's be real, mindset alone doesn't get bets home. Pros win because they've got the tools, the data, and the discipline. And now so can you. VSiN Pro gives you access to the same real-time insights the sharps use. No secrets, no fluff, just actionable info that moves markets. Tap the link and see why serious bettors are turning knowledge into profit with VSiN Pro. On a numbers game, the right data changes everything, and the data behind Shopify is hard to argue with. Millions of businesses worldwide run on it, including our own VSiN store. When we launched, Shopify's templates and AI tools got us live fast. Professional looking from day one. No tech background needed. Shopify checkout converts more customers and makes it easy for returning fans to come back and buy again in a single click. Shopify's built-in AI assistant Sidekick is there whenever you need help, building, troubleshooting, or just figuring out your next move. Check out what we built at vsin.com/store. Then go build something of your own. All you need is the idea. Shopify handles the rest. Start your free trial at shopify.com/vsin. That's shopify.com/vsin. Shopify.com/vsin.
A numbers game on VSiN, the sports betting network.
Winner's Circle Proxy and VSiN are giving away 2 incredible prize packages that'll put 2 lucky fans into the world's biggest football contest for free. One winner is going to receive a $1,000 entry into Circa Survivor, and another is going to win a $1,000 entry into Circa Millions. Both winners will also receive a full season Winner's Circle Proxy service, a VSiN studio tour, and a free month of VSiN Pro. Enter by Sunday, August 2nd for your chance to win. Visit winnercircleproxy.com/VSiN to enter today. That's winnercircleproxy.com/VSiN. I love the VSiN studio tour part of that. I don't know if Kelly Bidlin will be in studio, but maybe some VSiN personality will be in studio at the time you get your studio tour.
Look,
so there's an added bonus as well.
Gil, there's not much I would brag about around here, but you're not going to get a better studio tour from anybody at VSiN over me. Okay, I'll promise you that.
Would you care to share what your extra flair is for such a studio tour as the tour guide? Why is yours better than everybody else's?
Well, because I know every single person that works behind the scenes too and what they do, and I can explain exactly what they do. I'm very personable. I think I'm a great guy overall, and it's just can really just talk. I can walk you through the whole place, to introduce you to everybody, really let you know what they're doing behind the glass during shows that you're watching.
All true. I've never met anybody. By contrast, right? I don't know anybody back there. Kelly would be the best tour guide of all. Back on a numbers game with Bill Krackomberger, unscripted with Crackman. It's Bill Crackman with a K on Twitter. The name of the podcast is Wisecracks, which he does with John Orlando. And we left before the break, Bill, talking about a scammer, a fraudster. I combined the words and said scamster. But I'll launch back into it just by saying what's amazing about all of this is there's always a new scammer that rears his head, and usually it is a his, right? Not a her, that rears his head if you just wait long enough. And the sad part is there's also the equivalent new generation of bettors on the come up that don't know any better and are always willing to believe someone who's a good enough marketer.
The amount of people that follow him and praise him. He has done such an unbelievable job of getting on other people's shows and getting on going on their podcast. And what they're doing without realizing it is they're spreading his word, which, is BS. Listen, he did win a lot of money. He came to Vegas, got lucky, won millions and millions of dollars playing Baccarat. He won a lot of money, but he lost it all back. But however, he took all the winnings, put all the cash on the tables and counters, and I think it was the old Hard Rock when it was here. He stacked the money up and showed millions of dollars in cash. That is the thing that the kids see, and I say kids, under 30 crowd, people that are new to gambling. Since PAPS was repealed, you have a whole different generation of last 8-9 years of people that are gambling now because of that. And it may have started as sports betting, but of course now it crosses over to regular gambling, casino gambling. So all these people see this and say, wait a minute, I can't stand my 9 to 5. How did he do this? I gotta get involved with this. I gotta do something. So it's always a different thing for him. This latest one just came out with sports betting accounts, and that's my field. I talked about this about a month ago on the show about people that the PPH accounts, pay-per-head accounts that local bookmakers now use. There's hardly anyone in the whole country that answers the phone and says, he's a cigar and, hey, you doing? Hey, what do you want? 100 on the Giants, 200 on the Jets. All right. There's no one doing that no more. They get pay-per-head accounts offshore. And what happens is the people that are betting, they don't even realize it. They just think you're betting with the bookmakers. They just say, oh, this is a good line for your bookmaker. It's actually a paperhead, which they write the business for the local bookmaker. And it makes the bookmaker more money in the end. At first, bookmakers were a little bit hesitant. Back in the day, it was $25 a head, $20 a head. And the bookmakers were like, I'm not paying someone. I can answer the phone myself. Then bookmakers realized, oh, my God, I don't care if it's $20 and I have 50 customers. I don't care about paying $1,000 a week. They're all betting more because now they see a credit line. They actually see they have a credit line. They can gamble at night. They can gamble on different things. They can gamble without calling and bothering you. And they're actually going to gamble more. And in the end, they're going to make much, much more than the paperhead actually cost the bookmaker. So now these accounts have become, let me say at the beginning they were great, but now they become very hard to deal with because nobody pays. I explained this a couple weeks ago. I'll do it again. Everyone says that what happens in the end, these companies that are running the business, they use the same kind of excuses all the time. You're betting with a different IP address. You're betting Steam. You're betting with a bot. You've hacked my system. This is not your work. You're chasing Steam. I can go on and on and on. There's so many reasons. I don't even use them. I don't use them. I'm betting with the sports books. Because the legal sports books, and even then, it's hard to bet with the legal sport. I only have so many choices. I know I'm going into all different areas here, but
no. You said a couple things in there, though, Bill, that I don't want to let slide by. Which is one, which is when we did Action on Showtime, the Showtime docuseries Action. You were one of the featured players in that movie. So was Vegas Dave. And again, I brought this up before as someone who was sort of consulted on this docuseries. The people who made that documentary thought that by exposing the fraud of what Vegas Dave was doing, that it would be so clear. And by the way, everything went their way, right? He ended up losing all these bets. Imagine if he had won, then it would really have sucked. But it ended up going their way. He lost all this stuff. They exposed the fraud, and the makers of that documentary were so sure that it was so clear and evident to the viewer that they would, the takeaway would be, oh, this guy, scammer, we get it. Instead, it was exactly what you talked about there, which was, oh, but he has a house in Cabo, and he has look at that fancy car.
Rolls-Royce SUV. Yeah.
That's all that people, a segment of the viewing audience cared about. The other thing you said about this particular scammer that is currently getting millions of views on Twitter, and Kelly alluded to this off air, which is the first red flag for you as someone who might be susceptible to something like this is he is openly soliciting for your PPH accounts on social media, which is like the first sign that this dude is not that bright, right?
Yeah, people are looking to stay out of jail. This guy's looking to break in. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's there's so many different things there. You're betting over state lines. There's ways around it, though. I understand it's a business. You pay taxes, and you file as a professional gambler. But there's just so many red flags for someone like me who's been around, and people that are watching and listening to this show, the more astute crowd. However, it's that crowd that follows him that says, oh, anything you do is whatever you think turns to gold. So, of course, they would be interested in it. And I just would say that just to watch. And now, granted, he may even pay if he loses. I'm not saying that, but you just want to be. Here's what's going to happen. He's going to hand it off to a syndicate, one of the sharp sports betting groups. And he's going to get you thrown out or banned or limited. But better yet, you're probably not going to be paid. So that's the more important thing is unless you have a account or a relationship with your bookie that, hey, he welcomes the steam. Yeah, good luck. No one welcomes steam and welcomes sharp action. But just the way he presents it, and yes. I just know from his history and people that know him and people that know things he's been involved with, it just bothers me to see it on social media. But you know what? It's the new economy of gambling. It's on social media. It's people that make money from their channels. Kelly and I were talking about like even the slot channels. Now, granted, I like there's a guy in town here. Is it Vegas Matt, right?
Vegas Matt, yep.
I like Vegas Matt. I like he's very transparent about his losses. He goes on and talks about, hey, I'm showing you this here. This is what I'm playing. This is what I'm doing. But you're probably going to lose if you gamble. So I like, and he's very open about how much money he makes, how he makes on YouTube, how much he makes, he's very open. He makes 7 figures a year because of the different gambles. He doesn't only gamble on slots too. He gambles on tables, but he'll show you these big things and these big gambles. And but there's a lot that don't. There's a lot that just glamorize it and glorify it. And I know there's a girl on that makes also 7 figures a year on YouTube, and she just shows the big wins and doesn't really get into the losses and how much money. So what this does at home, though, is for people that are working their 9 to 5, they get home and watch these videos. It makes them want to come to town or go to their local casino and gamble more. But here's what it really does. It makes them over-gamble. Because if they're normally 25-cent players or penny machines, well, that's not going to do it. They just seen Vegas Matt win, $300,000. He won $1 million something on one time. So he has giant 5-figure, 6-figure swings. Of course they're going to come in and they're going to gamble more because they want to be you. So it's some of the things that it's give and take for me with the influencers.
You know what, Bill? And it's not just, although it's primarily younger generation, it's not exclusively that. There are people our age who fall victim to this kind of stuff too.
Or even seniors.
Yeah, it's amazing. More with Crack on the other side. Bill Krackomberger at Bill Crackman with a K on Twitter. Wisecrack's the name of the podcast. It's a numbers game at VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
A numbers game on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
There is no shortage of betting opportunities this summer, from daily MLB and World Cup soccer to the countdown to football season. That's why now's the perfect time to lock in VSiN's football special for just $175. You get full VSiN Pro access through the Super Bowl, including our all-new 2026-27 NFL betting guide to help you attack futures, win totals, division races in the upcoming season. Plus, you get daily best bets, real-time betting splits from DraftKings and Circa, AI-powered prop projections, 24/7 video on the VSiN Watch app, and coverage of every major sport all year long. And remember, the earlier you sign up, the more value you get. Head to VSiN.com/subscribe now. That's VSIN.com/subscribe. Gil Alexander in San Francisco. Crack and Kelly back in Las Vegas. We get tweets at Beating the Book. Coach Brian, can't we just call Messi the greatest of the 21st century and Pelé the greatest of the 20th century and be happy? Sure. Yeah, that sounds good. Sure. Darren Frazier, Thursday means one thing. Bill freaking Krackenberger. Nothing more needs to be said. Gilly best host. Kelly best quote unquote producer if he actually does quote unquote produce.
Hey, I worked really hard earlier this week, okay?
That's right. And Crack is the best guest weekly. Time to learn. Let's go. Chris of St. Bart's, weekly reminder for a Nifty interview. Crack, why are we banning Nifty? Why are you banning Nifty? Why are you running interference on Nifty?
I don't know. He bothers me.
He doesn't deserve it yet in Bill's eyes.
That's great.
No. You know what? We will bring him on though when we come back. When you're on vacation next 2 weeks.
Next week.
Oh, next week, 1 week.
Yeah.
Maybe the week after we can. You're not here. You're still there, or you come back here.
Yeah, let's bring him when I'm in studio in August.
Yeah, when you're in studio in
Who knows,
August.
Bill? He's going to be live from like Tahiti that week or something like that. We'll figure that out in a couple weeks. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm on an award tour. James Sott. Oh, James Sott letting me know that Adam Schefter has tweeted the Commanders are retiring John Riggins' number 44 jersey on Sunday, November 8th. When Washington hosts the LA Rams. Oh, man, can't wait for that. Montreal, by the way, one of my favorite guests of all time on a numbers game. Maybe my single favorite in terms of just giddiness at a boyhood hero.
I've never seen you like that before in our, 5-7 years of working together now? 7 years we've worked together. I've never seen you like that.
I could have just retired that day.
What happened?
Montreal Max.
I
had Riggo on the show.
Oh, the interview.
Yeah. John Riggins.
Yeah.
He was
Just had Riggo on the show.
Oh, right. Oh, of course.
It's like 9-year-old Gil. Like,
no, when you said
asking
Montreal
questions.
Max, I thought you meant something to do with Max. So go ahead.
Oh, yeah, Montreal Max, thanks to Bill and Gil for Unscripted. But should we start a tennis tout service and just give out to all the college bros the women they would rather hook up with in these matches, since that already is their handicapping angle, same as who they follow on most networks? Yeah, well, it's probably true. Greg Nersessian. I wonder who in the Mickey Mouse world Bill is talking about. Let me think about this as I eat my
That's good, Greg.
as I eat my M&Ms. Xavier 82, quote, "We ate like we were going to the electric chair." That's the type of throwaway lines for the brilliant Bill Krackenberger that just crack me up every week. That was a great line. Brian Morianen. Does the studio tour come with a commemorative ANG glow stick, Kelly, an appearance in the country club and groupies?
You know what? I can't promise you're going to make it into the country club and open, because that would be impossible. But I will promise you a glow stick. How about that? I will promise.
Wow.
Yes.
Glow stick promise.
I'm going to have to
Bullet
buy
Godfrey.
it off Darnell, but I'll promise it, yeah.
Bullet Godfrey, that chef over there at Mother Wolf is Evan Funk. Did
That's
a great interview with Joe Rogan.
Oh, wow.
Russell Smith. Yeah, I didn't know that. Russell Smith, Commanders retiring John Riggins' number 44 jersey on Sunday when Washington hosts the Rams. Thank you for everybody to everybody for letting me know. And Meltzer, like Seltzer, Mark Meltzer, did not expect Gil to have so much hot dog contest info this morning. Time to start the day for real this time. Yeah, I got into it for sure.
I got a comment from Meltzer real quick. This is just to piggyback off of Mother Wolf. Don Vito's, the steakhouse down there, second favorite steak in town for me is the ribeye cap at Don Vito's right now. Currently, that's my second favorite steak.
Don Vito's at South Point.
No, over at I'm not screwing up the name, am I? Over at Fontainebleau, the steakhouse right next to Mother Wolf.
Yeah.
What's number one?
Don Vito's is at. I know what steakhouse you're talking about. Don's Prime, I think it's called.
Don's Prime, you're right. Thank you.
Don Vito's is great too, though.
Don Vito's
South
is
Point.
great. Yes, that's right.
Don's Prime, Don's Prime. They have a couple steakhouses there. That's how big the place is.
Yeah, they got two. I wouldn't bother with the one upstairs.
Okay,
it's okay.
Kelly, what's your number one steak, Kelly?
Well, it's for Meltzer, Scotch 80, man. Scotch,
yeah.
over
I
at the
forgot
Palms.
about that place.
Love that steak.
Yeah.
Wow, since
Never
Barry
been.
left there, I haven't been there. But that
It's
place,
still
that
great.
place was really good.
Still
Yeah,
is.
and you know, just to give a couple steakhouses I like too. I've been to Don's. It's good. This steakhouse here, I think, is underrated. Some people don't like
totally.
Barry. I think Barry's that rib cap steak is unbelievable here. I still go, my go-to is still Joe's at the Forum Shops. I love Joe's. It's Joe's Stone Crab from Miami. There's 3 or 4 locations around the country. This is the one at the Forum Shops. I still like, against pushback, I like Peter Luger's. I think they have a great burger too.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Gil and I have been to Bavette's many times, and Bavette's is fantastic. We have some really good good steaks in town. We really do.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, Andiamo at the D, SW.
Ooh,
at the
Andiamo.
Win.
I forgot about that too.
Yeah, so good, so good. Billy, you were about to say something else.
I wanted, because you say Montreal Max. He sends me so much great stuff throughout the week. And it's always so hard to get back to him. But today, only because he sends so much stuff. But I love it. Keep sending it, Max. I get to it. Today he tagged me, and he tagged a couple other people. You too. You got tagged too on this one, along with Chris Andrews and Jonathan Lerner, who I've known for years in Jersey. RIP, R.I.P. Bonnie Tyler, who she had some great songs. It's a Heartache, Total Eclipse of the Heart. She was like one of those rocker girls that just had that raspy voice. Absolutely. When I seen that, I was like, wow. I remember her, haven't heard of her in years, and she passed. And that's going to happen as we get older. It's going to happen when the more people, the more old we get. What's the words? We go to more funerals than weddings as we get older. So,
yeah.
Thank you to him for that. Also, I put up an AC/DC post, but they're going to be in town in a couple weeks. But I seen them last year. I think that's enough for me. It's just as I get older, I think I said it before, Gil. I'd rather see like the Billy Joel types, and there's just some more, quieter, not as headbanging type of music. But yeah, I will go. I just to see now they've added some more shows. I think there's like up to like 40 shows that Metallica has announced at the Sphere, just to see what kind of a show they have there. And of course, my wife wants to go, but I will be wearing earplugs for sure.
Did anybody go see No Doubt when they were at the Sphere? Kelly, did you go?
No,
Wow,
I wanted
they had
to.
a lot of songs.
I wanted to also. Yeah, I wanted to see that. I don't know what it feels like they haven't had their biggest act there yet at the Sphere. Feels like we're working up to something, but I don't know what it is yet.
Yeah. This may be. The Eagles were unbelievable there. I never expected them to be as good as they were. I think they're coming back for like 10 more shows. I'm not positive.
I think you're right.
I think they're
With
coming
Vince
back. But
Gill.
if you didn't catch the Eagles there, and their singer, they had a country singer, and I was Vince Gill. Yeah. Harmonizing, and Joe Walsh does his own little set there. And it's just a great show that was. And now it's become more reasonable, too. At first, the prices were ridiculous. Yeah. Now it's become more reasonable. I always say, too, wait till the last minute with shows. Wait till the last minute and see the price goes down. Like Rolling Stones, it's funny, I seen a thing just now. Last night, 82-year-old Mick Jagger on stage with Ronnie Wood to promote their new album. They had a private show last night. I seen that, a little clip of that, and I said, wow, poor Keith. That's the reason why Mick says they can't go on tour right now. Keith is not. He's not that he's sick or anything. It's so much wear and tear on his body, which along with other things when he was younger in his life, has probably caught up to him a little bit. So that's the reason why they're not going on tour. And but he actually said to be hopeful for next year. So I don't know if they can find some kind of mother of youth or is that what they call fountain of youth? Fountain of youth for Keith, but. Yeah, so you see all these acts and still playing into their late years. Really cool. I'm a big Rolling Stones fan, seen them many times. But going back to the reason why I brought this up, I always get great tickets for the Stones last day, the day of the show, when people were asking $2,000 a seat for the first section. Trust me, the price on the ticket's $550, by the way, and by showtime. They get so nervous they're going to get stuck with the tickets. I can get them for maybe $200 over face value. Great seats, because who's paying $1,500 for 2 seats? I mean, it's not So, but the price on the ticket face value is like $550. Like I said, that was the last tour they had, and I've always gotten tickets last minute for shows. So, Gil, when we come back, I want to talk about something. I just seen something when I was driving. The cash out option billboard. It was at William Hill, and it just made me think. And that is, I've seen this billboard 10 times probably in the last 6 months. I see it a lot, and it just made me think of how bad of a bet it is to take the cash out. So you're betting pre-flop with a 5, 6, maybe 10, 20% edge on especially parlays you're betting, and now they want you to take another giant hit, and not just Willie, not to pick on them. It's all sports books, really. Now you want to take another hit on your cash out. I want to talk about that when we come back.
Let's do that. The math doesn't math, as the kids say, on those cash outs. Coming back with Crack on a numbers game at VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
A numbers game on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
Back on a numbers game, live from both San Francisco and Las Vegas. Gil Alexander, San Francisco, Kelly Bidlin, and Bill Krackomberger, unscripted with the Crack Man, back in the studios in Vegas. Kevin Downs on Twitter. My brother from another. I know you can't name the scammer, but do the dude look like the Pirates of Caribbean guy? Tattoos everywhere. I believe that's an affirmative. Yes.
Really zeroing in on this. Yeah.
We really are. I think we have targeted the culprit. Yeah. So there's that. What did I want to say? I already forgot what I wanted to say. Oh, tomorrow on the show, Luke Swain. First of all, Fezzik is back. Falika's on the show, the standard Friday fare. But Luke Swain is on the show tomorrow, Kelly, because it's the Major League Baseball draft this weekend. So we got to do the. Not only do we have them on for NFL, NBA, and NHL, but MLB, got to do that tomorrow as well. Looking forward to it.
I'm also pretty sure I've seen him put out more bets. I could be wrong. You don't know how you see stuff on your phone, right, as you're going about your day. I think I've seen him put out more bets for this draft than any recent one that I can remember, Gil.
Yeah. Also, Linda Noskova, for those who tailed on that one, up a set over Marta Kostyuk. What could go wrong? As long as we don't end up in a tiebreaker in any of these sets, we're going to be fine. I promise you. It's just the tiebreakers got trouble with that. Crack, Billy, you wanted to say something about these cash out options.
Yeah,
You're saying.
so I seen the billboard today again. It just made me think of how much of a bad bet that is, because you're laying so much juice already. When you're betting these parlays, now they want to give you a cash out option. Obviously, if you're making a nice little profit on a cash out option, the bet is in your favor. So you have a good bet. Why would you ever click the cash out option unless you see something their algorithm doesn't see? Whether it's, I don't know, weather coming in that will affect your bet, an injury, some kind of a moving part you see that they don't know. You know what I mean? So I just thought to myself how bad of a bet this is, but yet I know a lot of people just want to take the cash out and take a profit, but it's usually, and that's not even the right word. I should use a stronger word, but it's a bad option. But I understand. Kelly said something about during the break about people, and I said, I don't want to say people are stupid. People are that dumb, but people are that misinformed or uninformed. They just don't know any better. So if they're offering you a cash out, which is a nice profit, not the loss on your bet. And even the loss on a bet, you should never do that. But more importantly, if they're offering you a profit, I don't think I've ever used. The only time I used a cash out was BetMGM. I clicked the wrong thing. You ever misclick a bet? I've done that, especially in the heat of battle. And or you could cash out for the full amount. If I misclick and they're going to charge me a 10%, 20% penalty, I am keeping the bet. Of course, to be real blunt, if it's 1%, I'm keeping the bet. But
I have so much to say about this because we've talked about this on a myriad of occasions over time here on a numbers game, both with you and without Bill, which is the first line I always say is this is a personal thing, cash outs, hedging right? Yep. It's all kind of on the same umbrella. But I have always been consistent about this. And I know not everybody agrees with me, but I feel like hedging and to a lesser extent cash out options, but it's the same topic because you're right. In cash out options, first of all, the math is not proper. It's in their favor. You should know that. You are basically giving away, in my opinion, a favorable position that you handicapped, right? exactly what you're saying, Bill, which is unless there has been a mitigating circumstance in between, unless there's been an injury, something you know of, a weather, whatever, something that has changed fundamentally your initial handicap. I personally, this is just me, I do not like voluntarily giving up my positive position in when I am, plus EV or really a favorite to win at that point. So, I had a day at Wimbledon. I know it's been a not a good week here at Wimbledon, but I had a great day last week where we hit 4 dogs on the men's side one day. And yeah, I had them parlayed. And, I've thought to myself, I'm like, most people would probably hedge here. And I'm just like, I'm not hedging this. I'm not doing it because I made the bet for a reason in the first place. Now, if it's a life-changing amount of money, maybe it's a different story. But I just don't believe in that kind of thing. Leicester City, when they were 5,000 to 1 in the Premier League, was maybe the greatest example of this, how the UK sportsbooks had cash out options way before we did here stateside. And they offered these cash out options for people who had these unbelievable bets on Leicester City. And the cash out math just sucked. And some people took it, and it's just like, man, I don't believe in that. I think when you have a chance to hammer, when you have a chance to make a big score, you owe it to yourself to take that chance because they don't come along every day.
I can only think about that was a great expose there, Gil. I only think about I only talked about this maybe once or twice on social media on shows. I talk about it where it's verbally and physically, and you can watch me, but on social media, I've only talked about it a couple times. And one time, I seen a big influencer, and she had many more followers than me. It's unfortunate that it was a female, but she was recommending the cash out option a few times. Oh, you got to cash this out and take the profit. And I probably worded it the wrong way. Yes, I did. I retweeted what she said, and I said, how large is the section of the cemetery that you own that you're killing people like? And she totally took it wrong and went crazy on me. And her followers went crazy on me. She went to Twitter and said things to Twitter please take it easy, honey. I mean, come on. She went absolutely nuts on me. And I was just saying this. I worded it wrong. I was wrong. I shouldn't have said it like that. I should have said it in a more of a manner that she'd explain. But trust me, after now knowing who it was, she wouldn't have. If anyone goes after her, she's just going to go after them. But her followers were all on her side. So it just, I swear, it makes me not want to teach and learn things and teach things off of what I learned in my life and the people that I've been around. It makes me not want to even do it sometimes but I said it in the wrong way, and I apologize for that. I shouldn't have said it like that.
I'll even give an example. Again, this is just me. This is not for everybody. But, 2020, when Ego won the French and I won all that money, everybody paid me except one. So I won tons of money. And even in the finals match, right, where it was a perfect hedge, where she was playing Sophia Kenin. Kenin was plus money. I did end up betting Kenin just for the outlay, right? Just so that I wouldn't lose money in the event that Ego lost the final. And even making that bet, I remember it was so against my core, because I just don't like giving away even the smallest amount when my reason for making the bet in the first place never changed and has only been corroborated the whole way through.
Yeah.
Why do I then voluntarily give it up?
And when someone takes the payout and it works out for them, that they would have lost money, they'll never go back. They're taking cash outs forever. They don't realize what the long-term EV, and they'll never stop doing it. Yeah. Yeah,
Gil, the only one I want to bring up, because I think Matt Brown's brought this up before. I think it's a great example where, like you said, how many times do we get questions about hedging? It is so often. And if it's a personal decision, if that's something you want to do, I mean, like you're talking about, Bill, and hopefully you understand what what you're getting out of this if you're going to take this option. But the one nice thing about the cash out option is if you're going to go, and we're betting a lot of golf, we talk about this all the time. If you're betting 40 to 1, 50 to 1 outright tickets, and this works for futures too in other sports, if you're going to bet, let's say it's $20 on this bet, there's nothing wrong with splitting this up into $4 or $5 bets. And if you want to handle it differently, maybe with one of those tickets down the line, gives you a little bit more flexibility.
Yeah. Before we get off here, guys, speaking of females out there, I just retweeted this Jiayang Chen, the beautiful Chinese woman who married at least 14 men in Las Vegas, has pled guilty to bigamy and obtaining over 100,000. She obtained more like $500,000 with false pretenses. Police say she gambled away all the money, and in the past 6 months alone, she's lost $300,000. And Las Vegas locally put that out there. I retweeted it.
How did we bury this till the end of the show?
Yeah,
what?
When's
She's
the
married
movie
to
come out?
Yeah, it's the last tweet I put up.
15 dudes? Wow.
She allegedly met men on dating apps, pushed for a fast marriage, then asked for money to help a sick relative in China before cutting off all contact. Several victims reported losing $20,000 to $40,000 each. A few believe they can still fix her.
Kelly, I told you can't fix her, Kelly. Come on.
You can't fix her, Kelly.
She took everything, Gil. She took it all.
Oh, but this happens, man. I don't know how you can get married 14 times in 1 year period. Man, she's little. This is something to say here. She has a lot of moves.
Wow, did we bury the headline?
Man,
Sorry.
More on that
seriously.
coming weeks.
What's the movie?
Billy, thank you so much. Bill Krakenberger, everybody. At Bill Krakenberger with a K. Wisecracks, name of the podcast. We've done all we can do. Prop Points is next. Enjoy from VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.